What's up, Tim Sykes here. I wanted to go over this morning spiker. I've got a crazy day. I'm in Asia right now. I'm filming this at like 10:30 at night. But I just nailed the single biggest percent winner in the entire markets, and I think there's something you can learn from that. I played it way too safe. Only made like $400. STT breaking news play. I can't recommend StocksToTrade breaking news enough. It's crazy to me that more people don't use it. You're trying to find news on your own. You're trying to find scans on your own. You're trying to find promos on your own. I don't know what to say to you other than click the link below. I'll post a link to this. This is this StocksToTrade breaking news. You can learn all about it, but I literally wouldn't trade without it. And yes, I know I'm an investor in StocksToTrade, so say that I'm biased, say whatever you want. If I was not an investor in StocksToTrade, I would still use it every single day because this has become my number one tool. ARGQ, this is a spiker. This is a morning spiker, and you can see here, StocksToTrade breaking news actually alerted it right near the open. I saw it spike. Morning spikers have been a little weak lately, so I didn't necessarily chase it right away. I got it on a little dip right in here, a little off the highs, thinking that it could get through the sevens. It did. It's up to the 8s already, but I have to get going in a little bit, and I got to give a webinar in a little bit, and it's tough for me to do everything at once. But you can see here there's a clear uptrend, and this is the news that StocksToTrade breaking news alerted pre-market, or right around the market open, my bad. This was at 9:36 a.m. They're acquiring the data source limited. We've been seeing a lot of these acquisition plays, not where the company is getting acquired, but where they're doing the acquiring and they're acquiring some other company. We've seen these spikers before. And lately, a lot of people say, oh, OTCs are dead, penny stocks are dead. In case you didn't realize, I've quintupled the number of millionaire students lately. I've had my 2 best trading years ever out of 20 plus years, the last 2 years. This year's a little bit slower to start, but so what? So many people want hot plays every single day. And the good news is OTCs have started producing 50, 100, 200, 500% winners lately. ARGQ is just the latest, up 76% right now, 78%. I got in on the dip in the 6s, and it just keeps uptrending. So I sold it too soon in the 7s, but by the time I finish this video or by the time I leave for the airport, could be up to the 9s. Or maybe even over a penny. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm in it for a very specific reason. And I think that it's good to, underperform. I think, it's good to underestimate. Obviously not underperform. I use the wrong words. I'm not perfect. But I was dip buying it with the knowledge that OTCs are coming back, with the knowledge that there's news, thanks to StocksToTrade breaking news, with the knowledge that acquisition type plays like this with similar press releases, those are the ones spiking 50, 100, 200, 500%. And I took my single. And by the way, a single here is 20%. Just to put things in perspective, like I know a lot of people talk smack about penny stocks and OTCs and me. And, guess what? I laugh at them because when you quintuple the number of millionaire students like my team and I have, we take great pride in that. More important than just millionaires, it's gains like these that add up over time. I have so many students who are making 4, 5, 6 figures, but they're learning. And if you make 20%, like I did on this play, and underestimate it hugely, I mean, this is now a 30% winner, like 30 minutes after I sold, guess what? These are the right trades to be in. I know that everyone watches CNBC and they trade these big companies, and it's fun to guess what Tesla's going to do and, Amazon and Facebook, and they're just not that volatile. You're not going to make 20 or 30% in a few minutes or a few hours and underestimate it. Like, penny stocks are so much better than everything else. Like, I know that, I'm supposed to be humble and, you stay conservative. But when I look at the BS that's out there, and when I look at how well my top students are doing, and when I look at trades like this, like, I am dumbfounded, absolutely dumbfounded that more people don't see this. But then again, it's only a few $100s. I could have taken a bigger position and made a few $1,000s. That's the gift and the curse. You can't take massive positions. So I'm not going to trade this and make $1 million in a day like, the big time traders do. They get all the rewards. They get all the glory. I don't need rewards. I don't need glory. Okay. I prefer taking these small gains, because my average gain, is roughly $2,000 over 20 plus years. I'm not, reinventing the wheel here. I'm just explaining something that most people don't realize. Most people look at small accounts or small trades like this. They look at it as a disadvantage. Oh, I can't wait to trade big. Oh, I want to trade AMC. I want to trade GME. You can do that too. But I encourage you to really take the low-hanging fruit on OTC runners like this. All you need is Stocks to Trade breaking news. I also had one other play today. It wasn't all roses. I also had a small loss on DATS. This was a runner yesterday, and I went in for a dip buy because the whole market was running near the market open today. We got a nice little drop. Oh, this actually is bouncing. So yet another one I played too safe. Pre-market, it was up to the 280s, kind of double topped in here, 275, 280. Then you got a nasty downtrend down to 234-ish. I didn't catch the exact bottom. I was in at 239 and I cut losses because it just, I was in this choppy mess and it just didn't bounce that much. As it turned out, it's bouncing a little bit now. So, I was, 4 cents from the bottom and now, 15 cents from where it is now. So there's 3 times more upside than downside, but I didn't know that. It's a choppy stock. Yesterday I had a big run up. I'm buying near support. This is what I was looking at for support here. This was the previous high, which actually played out pretty well. If you're looking where to dip buy, I can't encourage you enough to go back and look at the previous day. Mark Crook is giving a challenge webinar. Actually, challenge students to get 3 webinars today. Me, Tim Lento, and Mark Crook, 3 totally different millionaire traders. Pretty cool. I'll post a link to the challenge if you want to join underneath this. But if you're looking to dip buy a play, where do you dip buy? You look at past support and resistance. And you can see here, after hours resistance support was 240-ish. So, you think 240 is going to hold, but it comes down a little bit. Then you're looking, where's the next level? This bottom right here was 227, 228-ish. And the morning top yesterday was 233, 234. So I'm looking at this key range. I thought 239 would be a good entry. I was off by a few cents. But like I said, I was on the right track. So, this is a good lesson where, yes, I lost money on this. Yes, I'm up like a lousy $200 between these 2 trades. But I went in with a plan on DATS. I stuck with it, when it didn't bounce like I wanted. But as it turned out, I'm encouraged by the fact that I turned out to be right, even if I couldn't handle necessarily the choppiness. It's not my ideal pattern. And then I underestimated ARGQ, which, just keeps going. So I was on the right track with both of these. And when you're on the right track with 2 trades and you have profits and you underestimate both of them, that's what I offer. This is what I teach. Like I said, I'm trying to be humble, but this niche is so much easier than anything else in finance for people with small accounts. Let me be very clear. Some people say, oh, if it's so easy, why isn't everyone millionaires? Because again, there's small dollar amounts to be made, 200, 400, 4,000. Some of my top students are making 40,000 or, even 200,000 in a day, but that's later on. You got to start small. It's good to start small. Also, I got to give props to Robinhood real quick. Robinhood is short squeezing. These meme plays are back. Robinhood is one. AMC is another. This one had kind of a blow off top today. GME also. So, speculation is back. I can't encourage you enough to study up. Leave a comment below if you understand that small gains add up. Making 200, making 400, losing 200. It's not the end of the world. This is how I've made my millions. This is how my millionaire students have made their millions. We'll just keep taking trade by trade. And sometimes I'll go bigger. I'm taking small positions right now just because I'm not on the best Wi-Fi. I'm trading in the middle of the night. I've got a crazy schedule. And these aren't really like pure plays. It's not like, oh my God, DATS has to bounce. But I went in with a plan. I got shaken out, but I was on the right track. ARGQ, perfect morning spiker. Look at this. This is a morning spiker. This is what happens with penny stocks where there's good news and a lot of people, aren't very quick. So if you're like a sniper, if you use Stocks to Trade breaking news, again, I'll post a link below, you have an advantage, okay? This is a niche filled with morons, idiots, and lazy people. And I'm sorry to be negative, but it's true. And I'm grateful for them because it makes it easier if you're a sniper, if you're meticulous. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you understand that small gains add up, and I'm going to go give a challenge webinar. So I had to do a follow-up because literally right when I ended that last video, ARGQ was like what, up 76, 78%. Now it's up 96%. It just keeps going. It's up to the 9s now. I totally underestimated it. So I want you to understand something. Yes, small gains add up, but also I err on the side of caution almost all the time, okay? Unless there's a perfect play, unless like I'm not rushed, maybe in a different market. Right now the market's been a little choppy. Right now is not the time where I'm going to be aggressive. And some people will say, oh my God, Tim, you sold so soon. That's fine. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills because so many traders are like, you need the big gains to prove yourself. If you have small gains, you're nothing. I really can't encourage you enough to learn to take small profits and be okay with being too early, okay? I will be more aggressive. I even said this in the watch list today. When you have GME and AMC and all these meme plays spiking big, that opens the door to lower priced big spikers. And ARGQ is a perfect example. And it doesn't matter if you're not making $4,000. It doesn't matter if you're taking smaller positions and you're not even making $400 like I did. It's about learning the process. And I'm watching this now up 100%. And it looks like it's going to keep going. So I want you to understand, listen to my voice. I'm not angry that I sold too soon. I'm not disappointed. I'm encouraged that I was so dead on. Out of the entire market, all these people trading AMC, GME, all these big companies, this is the single biggest percent winner in the entire market many times over when it's now up 102%, okay? So don't think of me as someone who's going to be perfect. Don't think of me as someone who's going to be, the biggest earner. Think of me as someone who cuts through all the BS and teaches you how to trade small, and then you can get more aggressive later on, okay? If I can teach you to make small profits, if I can teach you to not be like the 90% of traders who lose, I have done my job, and you can get more aggressive later on. All of my top students are more aggressive than me. I am just training wheels. Some of my top students laugh at, how I trade, but I am a teacher. I'm not getting paid based on how much I make trading, okay? I get paid based on how good of a teacher I am. I donate all my trading profits to charity. So whether I make, $400 or $800, I want to donate the most possible. But more important than that is the lesson. And this isn't just the first play. Like, it's not going to be like, oh, congrats, Tim, you got lucky. You picked the biggest percent winner. If you go through my video lessons, this happens again and again and again. And if you look at my top students, how they began, and I say this in videos, but too many people don't watch all the videos. If you look at how my top students began, they traded small too. They made $20, $30, $40. I was actually just in Europe for a few days. I haven't even posted on social media yet with Jack Schwartz, one of my newest millionaire students, closing in on 3 million, just graduated college. Early on in his career, he was making and losing $20, $30, $40. Okay? So think about that. Small gains add up. Leave that comment underneath this. You need to be prepared. If you don't have Stocks to Trade breaking news, you're screwed. Look at this. Look at this tweet that I just got. This was literally a tweet, and I just responded to this right before this video lesson where I said, singles add up. Thank you, ARGQ. And this person says, this one didn't show up on the TD Ameritrade scanner. Yeah, when you use subpar tools, you're going to get subpar results. Okay, and I said, use Stocks to Trade breaking news. A lot of these big brokers, a lot of these big message boards, they don't care about little companies like this. They're leaving the low-hanging fruit, and anybody who's willing, can pick it off the tree. That's what this is. This is low-hanging fruit. It just pisses me off that more people don't do it. There's more DMs, there's more messages. Everyone's like, how did you find it? Just use Stocks to Trade breaking news. I say this so much, but, people are like, no, I don't want to use that. It's up to you. I can only try to help you so much. But if you're stubborn, if you're lazy, If you're a gambler, if you can't follow simple instructions, you're not going to be my next millionaire student, and I don't have time for that. So leave a comment below. Let me know if I got through to you. Congrats to everybody on ARGQ. This thing just keeps going, and I totally underestimated it, but at least I alerted it, nailed it, and shown you, what it's like to underestimate a play. It's a good problem. It's not a bad problem. I got to go give a challenge webinar.